What's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen back in beautiful and hot Las Vegas, Nevada for the commercial UAV Expo. We're getting near the end, my friends, but still bringing in each guest more amazing than the other. I'm with Inside Unmanned Systems and Autonomous Media. I'm here with Brian Grant from Consortique. How are you, my friend?
I'm good.
How's your show been? Here, and up to shenanigans, having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's definitely shenanigans. There has to be. You got to make it fun. Of course, there's a core group of people that come to these things every year, or every drone type show. So you become friends with them, and you get to have these shenanigans and have fun, and that's part of the whole experience. And it really, I hate to call it family, but they're like family.
Yeah, it's a cool family. A lot of cool stuff here. But Consortique, better information faster. Drone services.
Correct.
I'll let you tell me about Consortique for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's it's Consortic.
Consortic. I'm sorry.
Tomato. It's fine. I will say
I stand
Consortic.
Consortic.
But yes, we are a drone service provider. We've been in business for a number of years. Started in the United Kingdom, in the UK, in London, with our London office. Spread across the pond here in the Atlantic, and started to develop a base here in the United States. And we're a continuation of that. After a successful run after the last couple of years, we've now been actually purchased by a larger firm.
Amazing.
That keeps us really afloat. But it's really our customers that are keeping us afloat and keeping the higher ups and management happy. Keeps us out there, keeps us going to these shows. But yeah, everything from really consulting and training, even, dare I say, audits of current programs, because some people built a program, they thought they had everything that they needed, and they really haven't looked at it in a while, and they really need to change some things to come up with either existing regulations, up and coming regulations, or just to really step above and beyond the competitor and offer safer services, better manuals, better operational procedures. We try to really pride ourselves on doing that kind of stuff.
Right, just better, one level up ahead of the competition.
Yes.
So infrastructure inspections, data acquisition and digital asset modeling, mapping and surveys, methane detection as well.
Yep, that's it's a big buzzword right now. So is the digital asset management. Actually did a bit of a presentation the other day, Meet the Press, and I won. They voted for me, so
you won,
I won.
APEC, he's like the Simon Cowell of Meet the Press, I think.
Okay, good, awesome. So I'm anxious to see how that all turns out. I won, so there wasn't actually a prize on my desk other than you won and a business card. But I'm looking forward to seeing what comes for that, because again, I was enjoying myself. I like talking to people, getting out there and just telling people what we can do.
I think it's a huge feather in the cap from what I'm hearing from around here. So,
awesome.
So yeah, well done for sure. What's your target audience? Your target market?
So right now, I really think because of our existing customer base, it's definitely petrochemical, oil and gas kind of thing. We're definitely pursuing prospecting utilities and things like that, obviously. But right now, that's our bread and butter is the petrochemical, because again of our our top 3 training, AUVSI training, certifications, and all this put together with the right, again, the manuals and the safety procedure and the standard operating procedures.
Right.
These are things you have to show to get in the door to these places.
Yes.
And once if you're in, you're golden as long as you really continue to meet and exceed their expectations.
Right.
They want to bring you back, and it happens to be that's what we have going on right now. That gives us a little bit of leeway with kind of a different appetite for business, because we do have a few large customers that have now extended very large projects to us that are very lucrative and at the same time last the next couple of years.
That's
so that
great.
enables us to really focus on some other things. One of the things you had already touched base on is the digital asset management, which is what I had given the speech on the other day. And really not just focusing on what the drones can do on the outside, but really providing the data and the asset management for the stuff on the inside. Because you look around, everybody's looking down at the buildings, but a lot of times the buildings are only a part of it, or whatever the drone can capture is only a part of the story. Where a lot of times most of the critical infrastructure is inside or hidden girders and support beams or other infrastructure that are there. So you really need to not just fly over it, you need to walk through it, underneath of it, around it, sometimes, subsurface, obviously. These guys are running stuff underground.
Get the whole picture.
Yes.
For sure.
Yep.
That's amazing. Is there anything you're working on now, or is there anything you're featuring at the Expo this week?
Nothing so much as featuring for Consortig, but what we've done is our parent company has actually acquired a drone light show company, Celestial. So that's this is a company that's been around for a couple of years. We have done a lot of shows in Australia and the UK and in Europe. So now this is literally the first show in the US that we've gone to that we've actually been approaching the public at large, the drone community at large, and letting them know that Celestial is here. We're here to stay. We're going to try to be the Cadillac of drone shows. That's our focus. That's our goal. The high-end shows, not necessarily the clip art kind of stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we really pride ourselves in the choreography, the design, and all the effort and energy, and really the blood, sweat, and tears that go into creating, because what we're seeing is these are artists that are creating these shows.
It's definitely an art.
And it's a new medium in the sky that artists are using, and they really pride themselves on that. And it takes time. I mean, it's building the show. It's not only the waivers from the FAA, but now you're dealing with all the local municipalities, because now you have quite a footprint. It's one thing showing up with one guy with one drone and you're just going up for 20 minutes.
Hundreds maybe.
Hundreds
with
of drones
with taking up airspace.
Dozens of people running around. You have to notify the authorities. Everybody has to be invited to the party. So it's definitely a time-consuming, long process. But at the end of the day, it's worth it.
Yeah, really cool though. I've seen pretty awesome drone shows. They seem to get even better and better.
Yep.
The point is like, how do they do that? And that's pretty amazing.
So that would if anything to feature, I would say that is the feature. And honestly, I would have to admit that we've probably gotten more interest in the drone light show than we have in the services. And part of that I think is because there's a lot of companies in this building right now that are doing the same kind of services that we're doing, whether at their same level. That's to be decided by somebody else. But certainly the drone light show has definitely perked a lot of interest for people. Not only just people that are interested in putting them on, but people that are interested in either learning more about them or providing a better service to them. I had a company come to me. They want to find ways to make the drones fly in tighter formations without obviously getting in some of the wash of the propellers, but they envision, and they told me, others are a little bit leery about it, but me it sounded okay, that the tighter the drones get and the lights get, the higher resolution the actual image is. So I was like, you got something there. So something to think about, but it's one of the things where, hey, look at drones a couple years ago and look where we are now. Look at drone shows now and look where we're going to be in 5 years. They're going to be amazing.
Big jump.
It's going to be amazing, and I'm glad we're here when we're here representing a company like Celestial.
That's amazing. Is there anything else that I didn't cover that you might want to talk about? I just want to make sure.
Other than the show itself's been great.
Yeah,
I really think people over the last 2 years, it's been taxing on people with the environment with COVID and everything, and people just yearn to come out, and it's
good to get together, talk, have fun, and network, right?
Networks,
been really
and I think because enough time has passed that there's some new companies out here I've never seen before. There's some fresh tech. The hardware moves a little slower right now as far as what it can really do, but that's a given. But the software is really interesting because that stuff seems to really grow more exponentially than the hardware. So the hiatus that we've had because of COVID is now bringing these guys together, and it's like you're seeing some of the stuff, and you really, I know I've seen these guys before, or I heard about these guys, and you maybe not think twice about it, but you really should give them a second look because they've been doing nothing but improving what they've been offering. They've been listening to the customers. They've been listening to what they need to really provide for their customers, and they've done that. And it's really interesting to see the capabilities of AI and these software programs. It's amazing, and it's just something that we get to use, and especially being on the services, who do we use? Sometimes it's based on what we want, sometimes it's based on what the customer wants, but definitely the show, the software, the hardware, the new stuff, the camaraderie of all the people kind of getting back together again, just a very good vibe, and I look forward to the future for sure.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
And Consortic.com, find it on Twitter, Consortic_.
And then it's celestial.show.
Celestial.show for the. Okay, I got to check that out for sure. Thank you so much, my friend.
All right, well, thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Have a great rest of the show.
Safe travels.
Safe travels, everybody. Thank you.